Hello, welcome back to this channel. Today is going to be a very fun video because once again, we are starting this week off very busy, but very productive, hopefully. Now, if you guys don't know what's happening at the end of this week, we are opening our pre-day, which is just basically something to celebrate. And to be honest, it's basically an extra day before the opening day to make sure the systems in place work, because we don't know for sure. So in this video, we're going to be doing many things. Number one, watering, and number two, we're going to be talking for a very long time about basically everything that's we're hoping to do this upcoming week throughout the next 7-8 days. And there's a lot to talk about throughout the website and all of that fun stuff and kind of the plan with all the social media platforms. So before we do go to start today's video, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you're not upset video, and please like this video. Let's go start today's video. All right, so looking throughout the room, there's so many things and it's so incredibly exciting to see the room so full now. Now something I'm looking at is working with more solar panels. So I have some that I'm interested in, some portable ones I'm very interested in and working with. So I'm hoping to possibly place an order or two with those this Black Friday. So I don't know exactly. I did some research and it sounds like this can take about 1,600 watts of solar power. So I'm a little bit nervous about when I do turn on the entire system that the power bank won't be able to take it all. Because at the end of the day, all the power is coming from the AC outlet, going into the system, not going into the batteries, going straight into the main system itself. So what gets a little bit complicated is if one day it's cloudy and the solar just doesn't generate much that day, I'm a little bit nervous that the system is going to shut down because the AC outlet can't power that much at one time. So that makes me very nervous, but at the end of the day, I'm going to see what happens, and if we do run into that problem, I might unplug one of the systems and rewire it where it's hooked up directly into the outlet and we don't have to worry about that designated section. And then throughout the rest of the system, there's so many things and so many incredible stuff happening right now. Number one, the strawberries are really doing well. The entire zone 3 is completely full. Well, other than a few rows, but for the most part, stuff is doing absolutely incredible. We did cut off all the flowers that are Dago just to not stress out the plants. I'm really hoping these two back shelves can be under strawberry production too, because I think once we do start producing strawberries, that will be our top seller. I also did a lot of math, and this is something I'm really excited about. The microgreens spend, so they take about 15 to 16 days to grow from germination to harvest. The first 5 days, they're sitting in the germination room. So what I'm thinking is, every Sunday, I'll soak the microgreens. Every Monday morning, everything will be planted, and they will sit in the germination room till that Friday. So about 5-6 days. So then, once we harvest everything, the new batch will come out here under the shelf. And hopefully by the next day, 7 days, they will be ready to harvest. Which these having grown for about 7 days, and they are ready to be harvested. So something that's really exciting is I was hoping to go shelf to shelf. So this week would be on this week, that shelf would be on next week, and then while I'm harvesting this, at the end of the day, a new batch would come out, and then same thing with that once that's harvested too. But the thing is, now that they grow so quickly and some of my numbers were off, I can have both shelves go on microgreens. So that's gonna be really exciting and a great opportunity to grow a lot more. So that is going to be just really cool to be able to work with. And I mean, looking throughout the rest of the system, we're going to be growing a lot of stuff. I'm really excited to be able to launch this on the website. Now, what I'm saying there is, with these being ready, we are ready to be taking pictures of stuff. So once again, today is watering day. So stuff is starting to look like they need water. That's why they kind of look floppy or just kind of like they're like desperate for water. So what is going to be really exciting is tomorrow we will be harvesting parts of stuff. So this is what we will be harvesting and selling for our pre-day. So like we'll be cutting a little section that looks pretty good on the trays. We'll put it in the container, do some measuring, make sure, just look at all that. And then boom, we're going to put it directly onto this little canvas right here. Put it down. We're going to be able to take a few pictures, move it around, try and just take some really good pictures, and hopefully by the end end of the week, we will have all the microgreens and possibly some other stuff posted. Now, I don't know exactly what I'm hoping to grow for pre-day and hoping to sell. I know we'll have microgreens, maybe basil. Just basil takes a little bit of time to grow in the very beginning, so I don't know for sure. But I'm also figuring out how to plant basil. There's many ways I can. So right now I'm just kind of in the planning phase of what I really want to do. So there's a lot of stuff to be able to talk about, but for the most part, the website is done. We do kind of have the template mode in. So the template mode is clothing for the example of where just all our products will be going. We will be sending out automatic emails. And I do want to say, before we do start the time lapse of water and everything, the website is set up to be local only right now. So once we do start launching seasoning will be the only thing we will ship and sell all throughout the US. All the produce we sell in here will be locally sold and delivered directly to the consumer. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are not close to where we are, I'm still kind of figuring out how the website operates, to be honest. I don't really know if it's going to cancel your order or if it just won't let you place an order. So that might be something fun to try out, but I don't really know how the system is. And obviously, if you do place an order, and let's say you're in California or all the way across the United States, we will most likely cancel your order because obviously it's too difficult to ship produce, because by the time it arrives at your house, it is not good to eat anymore. So I'm still working on that. Will I eventually sell around the world and shipping it? No, probably not. Do I want to open up different facilities in multiple locations throughout the US? Yes. So I'm thinking that could be really cool. Maybe we could sell like an hour away from each location and just have a team of just incredible people working for us and making all the magic happen behind the scenes. So I'm really excited to be able to work with this. We're working with some incredible technology in this room to be able to accomplish the stuff we're accomplishing in the room. So it's going to be really cool to be able to work with the website. I mean, just working with Shopify has been incredible, and we haven't even opened yet. So that just shows how incredible Shopify is. And we're still working on some spacing parts, because if you guys have seen the channel, we don't have the best storage area. When I built and remodeled this area where my last business was, it wasn't set up the best for, well, I didn't design it that great for storage behind the scenes. These are getting really tall. Wow. Check that out. Those are some beautiful plants. I'm also doing a lot of work with the website, and every single time we will send out produce, we will always put a note saying, please wash produce. I will say that on the channel, even though everything in here is grown with no pesticides and all of that fun stuff, we still water with nutrients in the water. And sometimes that nutrients-filled water will hit the leaves. So we do recommend you washing it. Obviously, you're not going to be washing off any pesticides or just anything horrible, like just a fungus or mold. But it's just an extra thing to be able to make sure and just double check to make sure everything's washed. But for the most part, I think that's about everything I wanted to talk about for right now. Let's go ahead and start this watering system and water everything in this room. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, well, for the most part, everything is watered. Everything looks incredible. For the most part, I'm looking at a lot of ways to make the watering process more efficient. With this setup, upgrading this setup, the odds are really low, like significant upgrades. I mean, maybe a grow light added here, maybe some fans. For this room, yes. But if I want to add something super significant like automatic watering system, that'd probably be for what I'm going to be calling 3.0, which would be in a way bigger space. Because right now I can water all these hand by hand. It takes me maybe an hour for the most, and that would on a slow day, an hour for the most, maybe 15 minutes on a usual day. But I will say everything is looking really good. I'm trying to look at a lot more ways just water stuff more efficient. Maybe like a flood and drain type of system, or fill and drain, and it would be a lot better on the microgreens to not mold. Because I think it's funny because, well, it's actually not really funny, but it's interesting. That's a better word to use in this situation. I think it's really interesting. No matter how much ventilation I use and no matter how many significant changes I make to the ventilation itself, there's always mold that I have to deal with throughout the microgreens. So some stuff I'm going to be working on, and now that I have all 4 shelves designated for microgreens every week, I don't have to plant these as just close together. So I don't have to plant as many seeds in each one, making it a lot more easy for ventilation and air to get through it, making the chances of mold a lot lower. So I think that will be great. But for the most part, everything I wanted to talk about in today's video we've talked about, meaning this is sadly going to be the end of the video. So if you guys like these types of videos, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you're not missing a video, and please like this video. Thank you all so incredibly much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys when we post next. Peace.